So I'm so excited to have you on the Business Spotlight series. Got another amazing story to tell of a business owner and what they're doing, and even pioneering a male gender dominated industry. So Anneliese, take it away and tell us a little bit about you and your business, and how kind of this all got started, how long you've been doing it for.
Well, I have been doing this for more than 16 years. Like in May, it was 16 years. And all start for my decided to try to help people. And always have been into the health and exercise, natural without know as much as I can know today. And it's a supplement business. Besides that, we really, what set us apart from other people is that we just don't sell supplements. We educate people and find out what they really need to us to advise the right supplementation for their needs, because that's what they are, supplements. They are supposed to supplement a lack of something. They are not just to take it.
Yeah. So that really makes you unique in how you guys do things. And can you say your business name and kind of what your, I know you've kind of combined different things over the years, but now there's one central business where everyone can find the nutrition as well as the supplements are all in one place. So I know we were just talking about your website, and we'll include it to your website link so people can find you. But how did that all get created? Like, what kind of was your background or your aha moment of, not only do we need supplements, but we need someone that's going to educate on that. How did that come about?
Well, really, when I opened the store, I'm going to be honest, I was like any human can be today about supplements. Didn't know nothing. But with the time of being in the business all day, we used to be open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday through Sunday.
Wow.
So to be for so many years, for so many hours in the business and be dealing with people every day, I learned to understand supplements, and then my decided to really solve the problem. So was not just you walking in the store and asking me for a protein or a creatine or BCAA. Is that really what is that you want? What are your goals? How's your health at this point, to see if what I will recommend you will make it worse or will help you. And that decided internal of do good and care about everybody, that I didn't only wanted to help you to lose the fat that you were looking for or to put the muscle that you were looking for. I wanted to change your life, to transform your life. Like I will say, okay, if you are having weight issues or muscle issues, you have health issues. Because if you're healthy, then that things will not be happening. Right. And I always tell people, if you're healthy, you don't have fat. And if you don't have fat, you don't suffer from disease.
Yeah. That just simplifies it, doesn't it? And how did it go, Anneliese, from that beginning store where you had that one-on-one interaction and helping each person to now obviously you have team and you have multiple locations and you have things through the website? Like, how did all that change over time and maybe even more recently with COVID and times and everything? Like, what have been the changes you've seen over those 16 years?
Well, in the past, before COVID, there is a world before COVID and a world after
right?
COVID. Definitely. So before COVID, there was not too much online since Amazon wasn't the big deal, because what made Amazon more essential and important online was COVID. So people have to go to a place to get what they want. So people will come to us, and because I will give you a little bit more than what you were asking for without ask, then people will really love to come to Soam also, because they are knowledge. They really help you. They care. And like I said before, in any moment, my biggest interest was just sell. In any moment, I opened the store because I wanted to be rich. I opened the store because I wanted to have access to the public, to be able to help in somehow to make my life work.
Mhm.
So then I became very popular and have a huge reputation, and fame came after, but I didn't even know. I wasn't looking for it. I was just doing my job, and it happened. So like I
Yeah.
said, we got to a point where all the most famous bodybuilders in the industry came to the store. I was one of the only store that have so many professional bodybuilders in the place. And then because of being Latin and looking for something different, I did many events like
Mm.
raising toys, helping other people that were
Wow.
less fortunate with supplements. Like I got really, really, really big on that thing, because what I was trying to do was to help.
Right.
And I guess the universe was giving me back. So
That's
when
awesome.
COVID came, then I stayed in business when a lot of stores went out of business, because the support of the community that I gave so much for so many years. So when COVID comes, I am already in 13 years or 12. I lost the count. It was 3 years ago, I think, no? So
Yeah.
13 years. So then when after COVID, because of the big change of everybody going online and not wanted to leave their house, scared of being sick, and for many other reasons, then the things change. People stop coming. People move. Some people, their life changed
Different.
completely, and they
Yeah.
went another route. But we're still there because the community were supporting us.
I
So
love
even
that.
in that times, sadly, I have to not reopen. I didn't close it because I went out of business. I just closed it because was no point to open a business when you didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So I went down to just get one store again. But then
Okay.
now I just opened my second location in another town with some of my friends that they moved from California to Florida, and they opened an amazing gym, and I joined them.
Awesome.
So I'm like starting all from zero. But
Yeah.
that's
Rebuilding.
how life is, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, but now that philosophy of giving back and doing it for that purpose is what really works and what helps you sustain in hard times. So I love that that's still even how you look at it, even though you've gone through some hard stuff. You're still seeing that as like that is definitely still the path of what we're focused on, and I love that. Um, for you, like what are some of the things that maybe you shifted but you're keeping, things that maybe you learned through that period that you're still keeping today and will continue, that came from that? Maybe that's the one of them is, the relationships are so important, and thinking about that going forward. Is there anything else, like systems you put in place or things that you did virtually that you're going to continue doing virtually? Is there anything that has stuck?
Well, honestly, for me, it have been a little bit hard because I'm from 1960, okay? So I might look young, but I'm not that young. So I'm not from the technology times, and everything went online, computers, technology, and I didn't know how to cross the bridge. But
Mm,
because being a hard worker and believe in what I do and the passion that I have for what I do, I think that that's the reason why I'm still in business,
right.
because today everything sadly is online. People want less and less to get in the store. Actually, I am an example of that. When until probably a few months ago, I was not even buying online because I didn't know how to buy.
Mhm.
It wasn't my way of being, and people will look at me like there is even a joke in my family because my niece is helping me with my credit cards and my things, and she go, how do you pay your credit card? And I say, I go another credit card, how do you pay Home Depot? You go, I go to Home Depot and pay. Hello. Really, you can do that online. You know what I'm saying? So it forced me to change, and my daughter forced me to change, because he say, okay, the world is changing, and if you are
Yeah.
still in business, you have to change. But that was my biggest challenge, to be
Yeah.
able to cross that bridge of a person to person, face to face business relationship to technology. I don't know how you would call it. Like this.
Online,
Hello,
virtual.
how do I get
Yes.
in Zoom? What is Zoom? Like I run stress out to my friends. I have an interview and can you help me out? Ah, you can have it in my office.
I know it does. And I've heard that from others too. Like they resisted a lot of this kind of virtual meetings, and since that experience, they've pushed themselves outside their comfort zone and have learned it and are using it more. And a lot of them find some of this stuff isn't as hard as they thought it was going to be. It just
No,
kind of
I'm
works itself
excited. And
in.
oh my God,
Yeah.
yeah, look, now it's like, hey, I FaceTime you and we do it on the phone.
Right. Yeah. All these
Now,
possibilities.
nothing.
Yeah.
I just came back from vacation in Turkey and Dubai. And when I was in a balloon in Cappadocia and I call my sister and put her in FaceTime and I say, hello, look what I'm doing.
I know it's
She just
fun.
hate me because I wake her up. There was 7 hours of difference. And her room is all dark and she's under the blanket. You go, you cannot miss this. I don't care if I wake you up.
Yeah, you have to experience this. Yeah, it's amazing when you start using more of that. So like when you start thinking what's next for you and what's the next big challenge to tackle, is it something for the business that you see now as a vision of something where you want to take it next? Like is it that location that you're really focused on? Like what's next for you? What's the next opportunity to tackle?
Well, I think that I have a lot of potential because I can do clothing and
Mm,
I can do and many other things. I can even invent something. I have a brother that is a genius MIT guy that we're putting our head to see what can I create because it's
mm,
my nature be inventing. And I think that this business have a lot to offer, much more. Like you can have a big building with a gym and a spa and the food and everything
yeah.
associated with the supplement. It's so much thing that can be done. Um, so I think that it's just be creative and see how to make it happen. But
Yeah.
I I don't I really want to be the person to person. I
Yeah.
want to talk to you, and if you want me to help you to lose weight or do something, I want to know more about you, and I want to know, just like I say, just help you to lose the weight. I want to get you healthier because after we lose the weight, then you will not come back.
Yeah.
It will be different. So
Yeah. You'll be
and
healthy.
yeah, so that's something that, of course, to me was something hard because I didn't know about the Zoom and all these things, how to manage it. But then we can do it perfectly on the phone. You can stand up in front of me, you can get in a bathing suit and show me, and then
Right.
it's like there is no barriers. Where the only barriers are the one that you're putting on your head.
Yes. I love that. And man, is that not like a lesson that you talk about all the time, is
Guys,
that you're the only person holding yourself back from all of
yeah,
this.
it's just being afraid, but afraid of what? Like I say, I
Right.
was supposed to run to my house to try to do this myself. And I say, well, if it didn't go and didn't happen, it's not the end of the world. Sorry,
Right.
my internet is not working or my computer is not working, whatever. And
Right.
can we do it another day? No, we can. Okay, sorry, it was not meant to be.
Right. Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? I love that.
Yeah, like even of all the things going on today for any retail business, I never have feel so much peace in my life. Like now, when I understood that we live in fears, and if you
Yeah.
are afraid of anything, then you don't have stress and you don't have cortisol high.
Yeah. Just face
You
it and
have
turn it into a
a
positive.
flat stomach since they say that the belly is cortisol.
Yeah, I love that. So tell me, I think you've mentioned a few things that's alluding to it, but you've mentioned weight loss, gaining muscle, bodybuilders are a client of yours. What are some of your ideal customers that you really, you're good at it, it's a sweet spot for you. Tell me a little bit about who are those people that you love to work with.
Well, I really have worked with people since teenager, 14.
Okay.
Their mom bring their kids that they really care about them, be really good in the sport they practice.
Mm,
help them to become healthier,
Mm.
to 75-year-old guy that his dream was to be a bodybuilder. And I say, guess what? Bodybuilding is the only sport that has no age. So if you
Mm.
really want to be a bodybuilder, you just have to start working.
Cool. I love that. It has no age. I've
No,
never heard that before. I love
my
that.
last show, I was 56. I
It's
started
amazing.
eating at 49.
Wow. That's
Um,
awesome.
I'm second place in the nation in figure at the age of 52 over 35.
Wow. That's amazing.
Well, because like I tell people now, I'm trying to keep myself updated about everything beside that. I'm denying to look old. I'm not denying to live because you don't get old, you get wiser. But I
Mm.
don't want to get that old look. Make sense?
Yes.
So aging is a disease, and as a disease, it can be controlled. It can be backed up, it can be accelerated, or it can be reversed, and you can revert up to 30 years of age. The younger
Wow.
you start taking care of yourself, in according to longevity, the better quality life you're gonna have at United 80, 90, because the new generations, I mean the new generations, people below 35 are supposed to live more than 100 years.
Wow.
And the
That's
people
neat.
of my age that are changing their lifestyle, that want to be healthy and have a quality life, we will supposed to be 100 years easy.
Wow. Wow.
Conditions,
Yeah. So you
easy.
can really like add 20, 30 years by really
Yeah.
taking care of the things that cause disease.
And I tell people, okay, you like a guy today, the oldest guy that have come to me lately, he say, I'm 81 and he's in the gym working out. And
Mm.
he didn't look 81 away because he's not moving like a 81-year-old and his skin
Right.
is really good. Yeah, you can
Wow.
see he's older, but he looks 70. That's
Yeah.
11 years less. So I told him, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. You came to the right person because I am all over longevity because that's what I'm
Mhm.
trying to do myself now. I care more about longevity than anything. So you are 81 years old and you're supposed to live 100. It means
Mhm.
you have 19 years ahead. How do you want to live them? And you are
Wow.
doing the right things because you're here in the gym and this is the beginning. And the purpose of the gym is not, as most people think, that is for you to get a good physique. It's for you to have good bones, good muscles, and to be able to move normal, because the body is like a car. So if
Mm.
you don't use it, it just get all stuck
Right.
stiff because you're not moving it. So when you
Right.
have pain in your joints, to not move it is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, that makes total sense. And I love that you said, age is something that you can manage just like disease. And it's just knowing how to really back. So it's really any age. It's more about getting more out of your physical so that you can either be a better performer in the athletic sense of your passions, or it's to defend against the causes of age and really living better years in your later years.
Yeah, like people, for example, they say, why do you tell people your age? How can I convince you of what I'm saying if I don't tell you my age? I'm 63.
Yeah.
I don't have no high blood pressure issues, no cholesterol, no any disease, diabetes, typical of people of this age. I don't have saggy skin. I have
Right.
muscles. I'm
Amazing.
not going on the right way because
Yes.
I might look 15, 20 years younger than I'm really. So when I'm in 100, you're going to think I'm 80.
Right. That's so
See
cool.
what I'm
I
saying?
love it. Yes.
But you have to start working, and never is too
Yeah.
late because the body have the power to regenerate completely.
That's
And
awesome.
if you start at my age, let's say some people listen to me right now, 63, and say, okay, but how can I switch my body around? Probably at that age, if you haven't taken care, you suffer from a lot of disease. But the good news is that if you start changing everything, then you can stop the disease and then revert it. How long is going to take you? 5 years? Okay, you will be 65. It means
Right.
at 70, you are enjoying life and you look 10 years younger.
Yeah.
And you have 30 years ahead.
Right. That's
Quality.
really never too late.
So that's my thoughts.
I
And
love it.
that's
And I
something
love that
that
you're inspiring
I
that.
say. That's why I say if you go on my website and you go online and you buy a product from me, you're just buying a product. But if
Mhm.
you call me, text me, consult me, and we talk, then you're going to buy a supplement, not a product.
Love it. Ooh, I love that. And it actually is a perfect lead in because I was going to ask you, what is the best way for people to take a first step if they're listening to this and they're like, well, do you have any offers or is it a consultation? Like, what's the first step to getting
Yeah,
that advice of how to use the supplements instead of?
since it's so easy to communicate today with other people because you can do it by text, by email, by Zoom, but you tell me there is no way that you can hide today from no one and anybody. To if you really want to know exactly what to take and you are in another state or in another country, but you think that okay, she looks the way she preach, she must know what she's doing. It's not a young women in shape telling you what to do. And if you go
Right.
on my Instagram, the women that you see there saying hello, that's me. That's the 63-year-old women. So then, of course, then you're going to trust what I'm going to tell you because I did it. I
Right.
took care, I did it to me be where I am today. So I know exactly how to help you. It's not a young woman in shape telling you what to do. It's a women that
Right.
have gone through many menopause, disease, aging, whatever that have reverted.
That's
Make sense?
awesome. Yeah, oh,
So then
yeah, definitely.
I can help you.
Yeah. So
Really.
do they go to your website and there's a place to book a
They can talk
consultation
to
with you
me.
or your phone number?
They can contact me in Instagram, Southern Muscle
Okay.
Instagram. They can contact to me in Facebook, Southern Muscle Facebook. They can talk to me on the website, in the Shopify box.
Okay.
Send me a message. I always going to tell you, text me at this number. So I know it's
Okay.
you. And then I answer when you call me.
Gotcha. Okay,
Because it's so
cool.
much people today calling you that you don't want really that calls, that if I don't know who is, I won't answer. But if you text me, hey, I heard you interview and I would love to talk to you, whatever, this is my name or this is my number, then I say, okay, I will call you back immediately.
Okay, perfect.
And I
That's
go,
great.
okay, hey, how come I help you? And then like I say to you, okay, pictures of how do you look is the best thing for me to help you. Like
Okay.
I have people that I have helped because they send me pictures and then I know what to do as soon as I see that body. And then I will call to find out if it's any medication or disease going on that have caused that problem. Like
Mhm.
I'm helping right now a lady that is in so many medicines, so many medication that she say, I cannot get in the shape that I want and I cannot look like I want. And I say, and you won't, because what is going on with you is consequence of all the medications that you are taking,
Mm,
because the medications are not a solution. They can kill you.
mm,
Some won't. That's why I feel
yeah,
confident. I will never kill you. There is no overdoses of supplements.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I will help you and we will find out quickly if that work or not. But I will not kill you, which the medication that you are taking is killing you. And you might be
yeah,
taking something to control your high blood pressure, but that high blood pressure medicine is affecting another organ. And with the while of being taking that medication, then that other organ now is giving you other issues. So now you
right.
have 26, no one. And then you have 3, and then keep going.
Keeps compounding that way. Yeah, that makes complete sense. So I love that because then you can look at your stories on Instagram or you could go on the website and all of that, Facebook, all of it funnels back to getting your number and being able to text you and saying, hey, I saw the interview and love to talk to you. That's great. And you know, this is going to probably be a repeat of some things you said, but I would love to know, just this is my favorite question. What really inspires you? Like when you wake up in the morning and the alarm goes off, what really do you think of that gets you right out of bed and excited to tackle the day?
Look, you make that question and I got emotional, and it's funny because I do things. I had an amazing dad. He was my best friend, and I got to enjoy him to the until the age of 53. That's a lot. And he always used to tell me, do good and don't see to whom are you doing good, and do things without expect anything back. And I grew up with that things in Spanish. I don't know how to translate.
Yeah.
And that's what I have been doing natural my whole life. And then everything that had happened to me have happened as a side effect of what I have been doing. So sometimes I don't even realize what I have done, but slowly I start getting recognition for a lot of people in the past that I helped in the past that today are enjoying an amazing life or getting a award or getting a job or getting a reward. And I go
Mm,
and saying, she introduced me, she helped me, she was the
I
first one,
love it.
she believed in me. And I go, oh my God, I did that. And then I go, look, I'm getting goosebumps everywhere. And I go, oh, wow. But because of what my dad teach me, I wasn't expecting you to thank me for anything. So
Yeah,
thank you. And I feel honored and wow, thanks for the recognition. And then I start count one day and I go, oh, wow, this and this and this and this.
adds
Oh,
up.
wow.
Yeah.
And then I go, that's life. To I think that to help someone, to help one person is a bless.
Yeah.
It's something that is not that easy, and is something that you you cannot just give it. So the fact that I can help a person a day make my life worth. I just
I love it.
want a person. I'm just a person that I say if I'm going to be alive, I want my life to be worth.
I love that.
I don't want a wasted life. And how can I make my life worth? Well, how cool if I am that seed that will change someone's life for a good.
Right. And give them literally years back with their family that they wouldn't have had. I mean, that's pretty powerful. When you shared that, that really just hits the nail on the head. Like whether they're starting young or later, it doesn't really matter. It's all years back of more fulfilling, more high quality living years too, not just extra years, but actually feeling better and being more mobile and all those things. So it's wonderful. I love it. And I think anyone listening to this has gotten from you the picture. I know I have that you really truly like that's what you live and breathe is that individual one-on-one attention, changing them for the good, not just a cookie cutter, but you customize it. You're looking at pictures of the individual. I mean, you're really helping that person understand the consequences of what they're taking and what's that's affecting them and build a plan to help them be successful. So I hope people that listen to this really reach out to you. And that's an amazing offer that you're giving them is to talk to a world-renowned bodybuilder and get advice on how to add years to your life. I mean, that's probably one of the most valuable offers I've heard from doing these. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and telling your story and offering that. It's really tremendous what you're doing, and congratulations on all of that positive stuff that's come back to you. That's also affirming that you're on the right track and you're doing amazing work. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you being on here
No, thank
today.
you and thanks for the opportunity. And I appreciate anything that happen in life. I say it's blessings.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's great to meet you. I will count that on those blessings list. So have a wonderful day. And I'm excited to
Okay,
share
you
this with
too.
everybody.
And you know where to
Bye-bye.
reach me for anything.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
You're welcome.